What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the season finale of Weights and Dates. I, of course, am your host, Donovan Sharpe. Joining me today is none other than the host of the hottest podcast going right now, the Fresh and Fit podcast. Dude, you guys hit 100,000 subscribers. Oops, wait a minute. Hold up. 100,000. There it is. There we go. A little bit late on the uptake. But listen, Myron, congratulations, man.
Thank you, man.
I remember when you guys had 25,000 subscribers. I could see, and I told you guys this when I was out there, I think earlier in the spring. I said, you guys are going to pass me this year. I did not expect you guys to pass me this summer, but it's not even the summertime yet. You guys are what, 130 already?
Yeah, no, man. It's been great, man. I'm indebted to guys like you, Donovan. You know what I'm saying? You were definitely one of my inspirations, 100%. You know, I look up to and respect you as a friend, a peer, and as a guy that I learned a lot from, a mentor. And I'm just happy to be in a position where, as we continue to grow, my goal is I want everyone to know who Donovan Sharpe is too. You know what I'm saying? There's some guys in the sphere that I respect and I admire a lot. You know, guys like you, Rollo Tomasi, Andrew Tate, the Tate brothers in general, John from Modern Life Dating, John from Bulldog Mindset. As I grow, I want to make sure Locario, Coach Greg Adams, everybody. I want to be able to let people. Okay, you guys found us. Check out these other guys too. You know what I'm saying? Because as we get more and more mainstream, we're going to get attacked. I already know. Yep. So it is what it is. But I want people to find other content creators like you guys, because at the end of the day, bro, we're all saying the same thing. We need to work together. Right. Because they're coming after us, bro. We live in a clown world nowadays. And last thing we want to do is fight each other when we got womanism, this social justice warrior movement and the crazy radical left that isn't punished for their problems. They're not punished for their misbehavior. Right. We gotta stick together, bro.
Yeah, I could not agree more, man. And obviously,
that's why the CME is going to be huge.
There you go.
Huge. I'm really looking forward to that, bro. Can't wait.
Hey, listen, we sold out of VIP tickets, man.
Yes.
There were 25 available and they're gone. I did not expect to sell out of VIP tickets in less than a month, but we did. And I think what that signifies, Myron, is that guys are ready for this. Guys are ready to see. They're ready to see they're ready to see this community, I guess, restored to the greatness it once had. Yeah. Because I remember, man. I mean, dude, I've been part of this community since 2014, man. And when I entered it, man, we were all together, man. It was like, dude, it was us against the world. Yep. Dude, we were gonna ride or die for each other. Every time there was a hit piece done on us at Huffington Post or at Jezebel, we all laughed and high-fived each other and just posted another viral article back in the day with Return of Kings, which was absolutely the gold standard in terms of this community.
Absolutely.
But like I said in the promo, man,
shout out to Roosh.
Yeah, dude.
Roosh, all the haters out there, man. I still can't believe that people like Donovan. I think me and you are and maybe one or two other people in the sphere are the only ones that don't badmouth him. Everyone else, it's ridiculous. Roosh took so many bullets for this movement. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He was physically assaulted by so many different womenists, and people don't know the craziness, not being allowed in countries, being attacked. Yeah, man. I mean, people got to pay homage to some degree, man.
And listen, in the end, if Roosh never exists, if he doesn't take the slings and arrows in the beginning, then we're taking those same slings and arrows. Now we talk about all the hate that we get. Dude, Roosh got it. Yeah, dude. He got it from everywhere. So if not for him, man, a lot of us wouldn't be here. Not him. I wouldn't be here. He gave me my start, man.
Several countries banned him. You know what I mean? He was toxically masculine before that was even a term. You got to pay homage to the guy to some degree, at least for kind of making this more. He made it hit the mainstream, so to speak, because that was always the manosphere kind of. But Roosh was the first one to overtly put this on YouTube, put it out there, had books about it, and there was actually there was real ramifications to him. Several countries banned him. He can't go to Canada, he can't go to Australia. He can't go to Colombia, so because of his books, Nope. So you know, it is what it is, man. But like at the end of the day, we got to work together, bro, because they're already coming after us, and this bickering and all that. And we talked about this with Andrew. It's like if there's disagreements, that's fine. But at the end of the day, like we agree on 99% of the things, guys. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. There you go. Well, you have to understand this. I think at this point, in terms of the infighting, it used to be about the 1% that we disagreed on.
Yeah,
that was with the MGTOW community. I think it's pretty clear that I think us and the MGTOW guys, we buried the hatchet. Obviously, Coach Greg Adams is a part of the 6. Joker is going to be at the CME as well as CGA. So as far as I'm concerned, I mean, I think we've buried that hatchet.
Yep.
The hate that comes after us now are the motivation is obvious. The motivation is obvious, and the people who are coming after us they're coming after us for exactly the same reasons that they say that they are. In other words, oh, these guys are just in it for the money and blah, 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 blah. And these guys are scam artists and this and that and the other. That's the reason. It has nothing to do with what we disagree on. It's that, wait a minute, that guy is having a conference too. We need to take him down. Everybody knows that that's the reason why this kind of stuff is happening. But you know what? Men aren't stupid, man. They understand that regardless of whatever they see or hear or believe or whatever, we're out here helping people, man. And
this costs money.
Yes.
This costs money, Donovan. I mean, I remember one time someone tried to come at you for like charging for a course or something like that, and you said, "Listen, guys, if you want this content quality, this isn't free. It costs me a lot of time and money to bring this up, planning, etc." And I've seen you behind the scenes, Donovan. Guys, you guys think I work hard? Donovan, he's one of the motivators for me to start to work this hard, man. Like he's out here taking notes, preparing for shows, going on 3-hour streams, breaking down articles, all this. That takes a lot of work, man. And to be able to give you guys this knowledge, right? So you guys don't make the same mistakes. How could you not want to compensate the guy? You know what I'm saying? Hell, I'm one of his patrons. You know what I'm saying? Like
I need to get on yours, man. Listen, Richard Cooper says it best. Yes, Andrew McCutcheon just set up lead-off home run. Go Phillies. Richard Cooper said it best. No one works for free. No one works for free. And no one's going to watch shitty content, and no one works for free. Yeah. Listen, man, I could take my phone. I could just take my smartphone and talk into it. And that's essentially what I did for the first 2.5 years. But people say, hey, Donovan, we want more content. We want more. We talk about this, talk about that. Okay. Now, at that point, that's when it started to really become a full-time job. And I said, okay, you know what? And it was funny because there was a seminal moment. I want to say this was back in probably the summer of 18. That's when things really kind of started to take off. This is after I lost my first channel, by the way. So I'm building up my Patreon audience because I had lost my channel. And there was that seminal moment where I was like, okay, wait a minute. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've been at this since 7. I was up at the gym at 5. I've been at this since I was 7. And I had to stop and think, okay, am I really going to make this a full-time job, or am I going to treat this like a hobby? And so I said, you know what? I'm going all in. One thing leads to another. Every few months, there's an upgrade and improvement in my studio. People seem to like it. You know, people like to see that progress. They like to see that improvement. People aren't going to watch shitty content. They want it. They want to get their information from men who know what they're talking about. And in the end, all of the production and again, you understand the value of production, right? Yeah. Production is everything because production is what separates. It's what separates the guys who do this as a hobby from the guys who really do this for a living. And in the end, you know, production, you know, aesthetically speaking, we want this to be as pleasing to the eye as possible. And this is why we put money into this.
Yeah, man. I mean, you know, I talked about this yesterday. You got to like respect your audience. And what I mean by that is when you put out content, right, that's not that it's good, it's getting you some traction, and then you don't reinvest that money that you make to make it better. What you're basically doing is you're spitting in the face of the audience that supports you, because you're not improving. You know what I mean? And when you don't improve, you die, you stagnate. So I always say the money that we get, we put it right back in the studio to get better equipment. You know, we bought kick-out cameras and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting microphones now to put in the kitchen so we kick these broads out. You guys can hear it real time.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
I'm getting a whole new kick-out setup, which has just arrived in the mail today. So it's like, you know, I look at it like, yo, you guys are investing in me. I'm gonna invest back to make the experience better and better every single time. And that's what I call respecting your audience. Like, Donovan, you do a fantastic job of this. You take the money you make and you invest it right back into. You're holding a conference. Guys, for those of you that don't know, let me give you guys a dirty little secret. Donovan's probably going to lose money doing this conference, guys.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying? He's not capping about that. He's probably going to lose money doing this conference. But you know what? He understands that it's more important to do the conference to unite men, because we need a place to be able to go to be able to talk about these problems where we're not going to be persecuted, not be attacked, whatever it may be. That is a place that you could feel comfortable going and meeting with other like-minded men. Because let's keep it a stack. We live in a world now when you have ideas like this, people are going to fire you from jobs. You're going to get in trouble. You're going to be labeled a misogynist, whatever it may be. So for Donovan to create something like this, for all the guys that call him a grifter, right? He's losing money doing this. He's losing money. You know what I mean? And it's not like, oh, I'm losing $1,000, whatever. Let's try a couple 10 bands. You know what I'm saying? Losing for you guys. So, you know, I when people call Donovan a grifter, whatever it is, I'm like, whatever, man. You don't know what he's like putting into this conference to make sure that men can get this message. Because at the end of the day, bro, if we could save one guy from putting a noose around his neck.
Real talk. I agree. And listen, and it's funny. I thought I knew. Here's what I thought a grifter was, but the way that people would describe it. Okay, this is his next grift, right? So a grifter is obviously, I guess, a scam artist or a con artist, but they always go from one, like they grift, they grift from one, like whatever is hot and trending, they'll sort of grift to that. So if the red pill is hot, they'll all of a sudden they're red pill. If something else is hot, then they'll change their message. That to me, that's what I thought a grifter was. And that's the way it's being explained by our detractors. Dude, I've been in this community now, going on 7 years. I don't have to tell people that I'm not a grifter for people to know that I'm not a grifter. But whatever the case may be, yeah, I'm gonna lose money with this conference. Don't feel sorry for me. This is definitely, it is a labor of love. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. On the next conference, guys, the next conference should actually be profitable. And there will 100% be another conference. I'm just going to go ahead and put that out there right now, because I'm going to tell you what, ticket sales have far exceeded my expectations for anything I could have ever imagined. I cannot believe we're selling tickets.
There's a demand for it, man. This early on, like literally we got still like a month plus and it's people are buying it, and because the demand is there, man. Men need help, bro. Like this is crazy because there's very few places men can find this kind of content, you know, where it's not either taken off the internet or whatever it may be, when you're getting it this raw from guys that like are in the game, you know what I mean? And guys that like are dealing with the same problems.
Not only that, I think leadership has a lot to do with it, because there are other conferences that have helped men, but the leadership in those certain positions flies directly in the face of what we're trying to do. You don't build up men by tearing others down. That's not what we're about here. And I think that's probably the reason why our ticket sales are doing very well. That to me is a statement. The guys who are coming to this conference are saying, you know what? Yeah, we're coming to your conference because it's going to be a quality event, but we're making a statement that if you're going to hold one of these things, you have to act responsibly and you got to be a professional. And there have been other people who have done conferences who have not acted responsibly and have not acted professionally, and they are now suffering those consequences. And so I'm glad that guys are making the decisions. Listen, people speak with their wallets. I
was just going to say that.
People vote with their wallets.
Yep.
They can say, listen, guys can say whatever they want. Oh, Donovan this, Donovan that. Guess what? We're selling out of our tickets, man. I don't have any VIP tickets anymore. So, I mean, I got 2 people in my inbox. Hey, Donovan, can you squeeze in 2 more? No, I capped it at 25. It is what it is. So
we haven't even started selling them that crazy yet. You know what I mean?
No, we haven't even put. Yeah, right. In 2 weeks, we're really gonna drive it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a blast. And dude, oh my god, the venue is. I can't reveal what the venue is yet, but it is. Oh my god, it is going to be.
And guys, you better show up because the whole Fresh and Fit squad's going to be there. We're all, you know what I'm saying? You guys know we're behind Donovan 100%. So guys, come out, meet us, meet Donovan, meet Terrence Pop, meet the whole squad, Coach Greg Adams, everybody. Fantastic list of speakers. You know, we're going to have Joker out there. Shout out to him. You know, Phil Foster, Terrence Pop, like,
dude, all those guys.
It's going to be fantastic, guys. Come on.
By the way, they're going to be, I don't want to give this away, but we are going to set up an area where we can do podcasts as well. So if you and Fresh want to do a Fresh and Fit from Vegas, we can set that up, man.
Nice. That's going to be lit.
Dude, bring your laptop. Dude, we'll set that. Dude, you might not even have to do that, man. So dude, the CME is going to be absolutely lit. All kinds of content is going to be created out there. Truthfully, man, I thought I was just going to go out there and just do speeches. But the guy that I have hired to run this has just opened my mind to just all sorts of possibilities, man. And he is expensive, but he is absolutely worth it. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. Let's get into some of these super chats, and then we will get into
Let's do it.
We'll get into today's topics. Hang on a second here. Big thanks goes out to Nihilist John. He is the newest member of the Sharpshooters. Appreciate that. Asman Safi, $5 says, love the shows, guys. If there's another CME in 2 years, I'll be there after I'm finished with school and working in Silicon Valley. Yeah, the next CME is likely going to be in the spring of 22. I thought about doing another one in the fall, but my financial advisor said, listen, you need to get this one out of the way first. There's no need to take this much of a loss twice in a year. He said, just cool your jets, just get this first one out of the way, and then we can start doing multi events per year. But yes, we would love to have you out at the CME, no doubt. Let's see, there's another one here. Shozan Hanma with the $2 super chat says, fresh and fit is the Howard Stern Leno, aka late night. Dude, you guys are, I'm going to tell you what, Myron, like I told you in Fresh in the text, Andrew Tate, that is your best show to date. Period.
Yeah, Andrew's a great guy.
I listened to that entire thing, and that dude dropped nothing but gold bars. It was incredible. It was incredible. It was incredible, man.
You know us, man. When we have a guest, we just shut up and let them do most of the talking.
Dude, listen, the more vodka you guys kept pouring down his throat, I was like, dude, keep him drunk, keep him drinking, man. Guys, I like guys like that because he's high octane, he's high energy, he's he's relentless, man. I love that dude.
And him and his brother are very down. As much as people might say, oh, the Tate brothers are ostentatious, flamboyant losers, playboys, blah, blah, blah. They're very down to earth. They're good men. They're men of their word. You know what I'm saying? Like Andrew pushed some things around to hang out with us. You know what I'm saying? So, and he kept his word. So good guys. We're going to have them in next week and everything else like that as well. They're going to, because they got to do some war room stuff, but next week they'll be free.
A lot of guys that have that kind of, like guys like you and me, right? Guys like you, me, the Tate brothers, we're very high octane, but we're very unapologetic about what we say and what we believe. Yep. And we don't back off our square. That tends to rub people the wrong way, especially those who disagree with us. But a lot of times, man, a lot of guys will tell me, you know what, Donovan, when I first started listening to you, I didn't really like you very much, but now I kind of like you. So to me, it's just a personality thing, man. Guys who are high octane like that are always going to have their share of haters.
Polarizing. Man. A lot of people don't like to be polarized in today's day and age.
Yep, you got it. Let's see. Oh, Callie Papa Chunks with the $100 super chat says, it is insane that we are the minority in this mindset that a man is to be a man. Insane. But I get it because not one man I know thinks this way. I was naturally RP'd at a young age. Saw the world for what it was, thought I was the odd one, glad to know I'm not. Thank you very much for that, Callie Papa Chunks. I appreciate that. Mario Williams on the Facebook side says, proud of this. I wish I could be there. I couldn't fit it into my schedule, but the next one, if it's in the spring, I'm there. I greatly appreciate that. RBG says you should do that as a pregame show before going out. The rest of us could use the motivation. That would actually be a really good idea. Dre Raven on the Sharp Stream side says, if anyone in this sphere is a grifter, it would be a sad sack schlub in Brazil or whatever the bleep is located. MLB spoke volumes of. Okay, very good. Listen, you said it, I didn't. I just read the comment. Okay, so let's get into tonight's topic. I'm going to share my screen here, and when I sent this to Myron, he laughed out loud, and it was for a very good reason. So shout out to Dev, as Devin, who is my producer. Devin actually is responsible for most of my. She's responsible for most of my content. She comes up with most of my content ideas, the stuff that I talk about. It says Goddess Sharon Stone, 63, poses in a black swimsuit with her French bulldog. Very, very short article. 30 years after starring in the thriller Where Sleeping Dogs Lie, Sharon Stone is blissfully lounging with her French bulldog by the pool. The 63-year-old actress and recent memorist wowed fans with a shot of her posing poolside with Joe, one of her beloved French bulldogs, on Saturday. According to Stone, who cuddled with the pooch while wearing a black one-piece swimsuit, Joe had just come from a visit to the vet and was evidently being rewarded for his efforts with a day in the sun. Here, of course, is a picture of Miss Stone. Now, for 63 years old, listen, man. I mean, does she look decent for 63? Yeah, listen, man. This is Sharon Stone at 63, right? Not a bad looking lady. What do you think, Byron?
Yeah, I mean, you're only getting to see one side of her. I would be interested to see what she looked like if she stood up and everything like that. We all know when a woman wears a one piece, what that means. But at 63 years old, yeah, she's better than most grandmas. I'll tell you that for sure.
Look, real talk, man. At 63 years old, listen, man, she's not hideous, or at least not that we know of. And if she's not hideous, like, I'll cut her some slack. What this is, Myron, this is the age-old RP saying. Yeah. Women grow old, but they never grow up. And it's so funny because Sharon Stone back in the day, dude, the bitch was a smoke show. Dude, Basic Instinct, right? Where sleeping dogs lie. Like, she used to be a smoke show. The party's over, Miss Stone, yet she's out here still thirst trapping. What are your thoughts about these old ladies who are out here thirst trapping at 60-fucking-3?
Well, this is a fantastic example to show that journalism is run by women. And, because the thing is that when women run journalism, and they run a narrative, what they're going to do is they're going to show articles like this where, hey, listen, ladies, it's not too late if you're 30, 40, 50. So much of American propaganda is pushed towards letting women think that it's okay to grow old and still be single, and there's not a problem with it. It's like it's to keep women from, I guess, the ramifications of their bad decisions in their prior years when they're in their prime, and make it look like, hey, listen, you can still wait. Listen, you can still chase your career. Don't worry about having kids when you're young. That baby rabies you're naturally feeling because of biological instinct from millions of years of programming. Don't worry about that. Deal with these new social constructs that are telling you that you could push it back. I got a very interesting story from yesterday, right? Literally, I kid you not. This girl comes in the show last night. Hey, when do you think your peak is? This girl's 24 years old. She goes, 35. Everyone in the room is like, and the thing is that this girl buys into the, strong independent narrative, African-American woman, pharmacy tech, whatever it may be. And the thing is that even though we kind of made a joke about it, I'm happy that she said that on air because so many women think this way. They might not admit it, but they think that way. And I always say that women are naturally solipsistic, right? We know this, that, they kind of look at the world through their own lens. But I find it very interesting where if I talk about men don't cheat, they just have sex, right? They're like, well, why? Why is that? They use the female lens to look at it because, like, to them, cheating is, you shouldn't be doing that. You should be able to be monogamous. But women don't understand that privilege is invisible to those that have it. So she's like, okay, well, I can get a bunch of guys and I'm exercising restraint. Why can't you exercise restraint in women? And she doesn't get it that for men, we have to become to get the sex, right? They look at it from the female lens when it comes to sexuality and how we show commitment, whatever. So when I say men show commitment through paying for things like me and you talk about all the time, Donovan, right?
That's right.
Versus banging other chicks, they can't understand that. But when it benefits them, what do? They look through the male lens. Oh, 35 years old, I make money, I'm successful, I'm attractive. No, you're not, baby girl. They look at the male lens when it suits them, which is pushing marriage back, pushing family back, having a career, whatever it may be. So it is incredible how so many modern women have a lopsided view of the realities of the sexual marketplace. But the reason why is because, let's keep it a stack. Women live in men live in a fact-based reality. Women live in a bizarre world. No matter how obese a woman is, rude, crass, bitchy, annoying, whatever it may be, a man will accept her for her faults. Doesn't work the other way around for men. No. If you're fat, loser, lame, don't make money, whatever, society punishes you for that. Reality punishes you for that. So your reality is a direct reflection of your efforts into said reality. So as a man, you have to be fact-based. Women could be delusional. Women don't wake up until they're about 40 years old, 40 plus, like Sharon Stone, Sigel, whatever it is. So tying this all back, journalism, American propaganda, social media, everything a lot of the times is pushed towards making women feel better about their bad decisions in the past and being single because of it, and telling them it's okay. You could be single. You don't need no man. You could be strong. You could be independent. And we've literally built up an entire economy to make women feel better about their poor decisions in their youth and them being single because of it. So this is another, this article is a gleaming example of journalism and propaganda to push women, to incentivize them to stay single into their later years, when in reality, that is not going to make them happy, and the stats show it.
Dude, not even close. Going back to the male cheating thing, there's one argument that defeats this. And this is the way you know, what's interesting. We as humans, the difference between us and pretty much every other species on Earth is our ability to reason, right? That's what makes us the dominant species. We understand why things are done, and we can express as much. We have the ability
articulate.
Right. Animals don't really have the ability to reason. And what it comes down to is this. Let's just take lions, for example. Lions, tigers, you know, just big cats or whatever. There is only one alpha lion per pride. How many lionesses? What, 5 or 6, right? It is the one lion who propagates the herd. You understand? It is one. Listen, they've got the bull, the Brahma bull goes and impregnates all the females. The lionesses, they're not taking loads from the entire, they're not getting trains run on them. You understand what I'm saying? And again, this is a basic animal instinct. It is a basic animal instinct. Women are not, how can I put them? I'm trying to explain this. Male animals are never monogamous. Female animals are always monogamous. The only time they have the cubs of another lion is if another bigger, badder lion comes, kills the alpha male, kills all the alpha male's offspring, and then propagates the herd. A lioness is not taking loads from 7 different lions. Okay, a horse is not taking sperm from 8 different horses. It doesn't work that way. It works this way. It works this. It's literally the opposite with humans, but it's the basic animal instinct. That is the difference between monogamy for women and monogamy for men as far as cheating goes.
Absolutely. And it's just hilarious to me how women try to say that, oh, well, if you're running around doing this, I should be able to. And I have to tell these ladies all the time, privilege is invisible to those that have it. And women don't understand that, you know, they're allowed sexual access regardless of whatever they do. As soon as they turn 18, they now become an option. They don't have to try anything. Whereas for men, we have to actually work to it. And it's hilarious because a follow-up question I love to ask them, what percentage of men do you think are actually sexually active? Bro, all these girls, 80, 90, 70, percent of guys are banging. And it's like, no, baby girl, it's far less than that. And actually, we talked about this with Tate. Only about, since the dawn of human time,
yes,
only 40%
I remember
of men have actually been able to, like, you know, have a family.
Say that again, Myron. But listen, what Myron just said, and I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Because this really needs to be, like, emphasized. Of every human that has ever lived in the history of time, roughly 40% of men have reproduced. Better than 99% of women have reproduced. So do you think those 40% of men just smashed one chick? No, I don't think so. That right there that right there tells you the difference between male cheating and female cheating. Women only want to have the children of a select group of men. Men are not going to say no if a woman throws the pea sleeve at them. 40% of men in human history, 6 out of 10 men who have ever lived have never reproduced.
Yep.
There's your answer, man.
And it's becoming even smaller now with social media and the globalized sexual marketplace. Now, I would argue it's somewhere between 10 to 20. I would say closer to 10 nowadays.
You're probably right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that women don't understand. I mean, this girl actually said in the beginning of the show, I want a guy to buy me flowers on a first date. And I was like, okay. And this goes to show, guys, how women don't even know what they're attracted to. She'll say she wants that, but that's not what she's aroused by. If you buy a chick flowers on a first date, you're going to look dumb. But it just goes to show how, what we always say, women don't know what they want. You should never ask them what they want. And you should never, ever take dating advice from women because they're going to make you a better beta 99% of the time.
It's, dude, real talk. Red Pill Mike with the $100 super chat. Says Sharon Stone tried to reenact. Oh, no. He said Sharon Stone tried to reenact the old leg crossing scene from Basic Instinct, and the sound engineer could do nothing to drown out the sound of her piss flaps rubbing together. Needless to say, the idea was eventually canned and put on the shelf along with her youth. Oh, my God.
Shit.
Dude, did she really try to reenact that leg crossing scene?
And I'll tell you this too, man, with older women.
Oh my God.
Older women are like young guys.
Yes.
So like when it comes to value in the sexual marketplace, like a guy that's 21 years old, most women know that guy's probably going to be useless from a utility standpoint, but he might be attractive for a one night lay, whatever. Same thing with older women. Guys know that she's useless from a dating perspective and taking her seriously, but to bang a cougar is a good story. Let me do it. So, and because we had an older broad on yesterday, 41 years old, talking about, oh, well, I had to give her the cold hard truth. I said, if your husband divorced you, he has more value than you do right now. And she didn't like hearing that. But I was like, yo, he will be able to get a younger, more attractive woman. Yes, you'll be able to get sexual access for men, but that's not what you want. You ain't going to be able to get locked down another guy like that at your age because you will not be able to compete with your 20-year-old self. And she didn't like it, but she heard it. And she was like, okay, you know what? I can see where you're coming from. But yeah, man, I would say, like, if we're going to do equivalents, a young guy, right, is like the equivalent to an older female. From a sexuality standpoint, I'll do it, but they're going to take you seriously.
That's perfect. So an 18-year-old guy, an 18-year-old man is the equivalent of a 63-year-old.
Yeah.
Well, 63 is a little old. Let's go. I've seen some fairly attractive
40 plus.
Yeah, 40 plus. Okay. I'll put the number because I've banged some really, really good looking 40 plus year old women. 40 plus year old women. Here's another thing. I've banged girls with six packs before. Every girl that I have ever banged that ever had a six pack was in her 40s.
Yeah.
It's like they take their fitness seriously. Yeah. You want to know why? You want to know why? Because they know they can't compete. That the only way they're going to be able to compete with those 20-year-olds is to get themselves into the best shape possible. Absolutely. And they fucking do it.
That chick here, she was a fitness chick. She had triceps showing and everything like that. Yeah. Bro, older women know off rip. I've always said, like, younger women, when girls do like a fitness transformation, I want everybody out here to pay attention to this.
Let's do it.
Because Donovan is speaking facts. You look at any influencer, Instagram influencer, whatever it may be, the ones that are in the best shape that look the best, 9 out of 10 times, guys, are going to be in their late 20s or in their 30s or 40s. Because women, when they're in their 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, in that prime range, they don't really need to work out like that. They're too busy traveling the world, getting free trips, doing their thing. That living a life. A lot of girls like live a life of chaos. They wake up, drink some wine, get an invite to a pool party. They show up, whatever it may be. In their youth, they're out. They're more concerned with partying and having fun than getting to the gym, because getting to the gym and transforming your physique as a woman is very difficult. You have less testosterone, etc. So every girl that I've ever seen that has abs or a great physique like Donovan's talking about, they tend to be older. They're always typically in their later 20s or later on in their 40s, whatever it may be, because they know deep down on a subconscious level, I can't compete with these younger chicks. How am I going to get an equalizer? I need to get in shape, because these younger girls 9 out of 10 times don't work out because they don't fucking need to.
No,
they don't need to. Human beings only improve if there's an urge or a need to do so. If a woman is getting all the attention in the world from high value men, getting validation, why is she going to work out?
Right.
Why?
And again, if a guy gets laid all the time, why would he be motivated to learn game if he's getting laid? Well, now if he gets taken to the cleaners, if he gets divorce part at that point, then he has reason to learn game. But but I agree with you 100%. It is all women that take their fitness super duper seriously, dude. Devin has a personal trainer. She comes here 5 days a week and she trains Dev for an hour. Oh, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because Devin knows she's not her 22-year-old self. Devin has never, ever worked out until she got with me. She did gymnastics when she was a teenager. And so when she was a teenager, she had like the gymnast. Dude, every freaking ass of a gymnast is crazy. She managed to hang on to that ass all the way up until now. But when I got with her, I was like, oh, no. You are absolutely working out. And the way that and it's interesting, the way I actually got it to stuck, because she's not disciplined at all. She's a lot more than she used to be, but I put my money up. I said, I'm hiring a personal trainer. You're not going to waste my money. That was the best decision I ever made.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
No. I just had to agree with you, because I had noticed this, but I'm glad that you mentioned that, because this is something that no one really talks about. Like, if you look at female fitness models, a lot of the time they're older. Now, there's obviously going to be anomalies where a girl's like 21, 22, that's a fitness chick. But those girls, think about it. They all have huge followings on Instagram, etc. Right. Why? Because most young girls aren't about gym life like that, because they're more concerned with partying and having fun and getting all the attention and validation from the opposite gender. And women, let's keep it a stack. Women don't go under the knife. Women don't work out and do all this extra stuff and makeup and all that. They ain't doing it for other chicks. They're doing it for male attention. So once that male attention starts to dwindle, aka their 30s and 40s, that's when it gets serious in the gym.
And boy, do they. I'm gonna tell you what, man, God almighty. Gil Soto, $5 says, my mom is 63, claiming to just hit her stride, but all men are worthless. Hashtag Son Husband Chronicles. Wow. Holy shit. That's funny as shit.
Yeah.
Hey, Gil, tell your mom, give me a call. Totally kidding. Jabril, $5 says, I'm only giving this super chat so you jabronis know to sign up and become a member on Donovan's.
Do it, guys. Do it.
Yeah, man. I'm really gonna be throwing a lot into Patreon. I'm actually gonna start offering extra benefits. So stay tuned for that. JB84 says hit her stride. That stride left about 40 years ago. Yeah, probably. Wayne, $5 says delusional 24-year-old from last is also a Christian, proving that modern churches aren't teaching anything of value. Very good there. I thought I had one more. King Life agrees. King Life agrees. Says facts, Myron. There's some 40-year-old chicks I see in the gym with tighter bodies than a lot of these 20-year-old chicks that have pouches under their dude. Listen, I thought it was just me, but and this is interesting because Devin is actually getting ready to get onto. Shout out to Phil Foster. So Phil Foster has he's got a business and he does hormone therapy and all that good stuff. Devin is going to be getting she's going to be on testosterone and HGH, I think in a week. And Devin is already her body is already awesome, dude. She's about to be leaned out. I mean, the point is this, man. It's and I never noticed this until I actually sat down and I thought, I was like, you know what? Every chick I have, because I smashed a lot of hot 19, 20, 22-year-olds, right? I'm like, dude, you want to know something? Okay, these girls were hot, but some of the tightest bodies I've ever actually had sex with. Most of these women were in their 40s, man. And it had just dawned on me. It really just did.
Nothing motivates a woman to self-improve like getting male attention. Notice how I said not male commitment, male attention.
That's it.
Nothing motivates girls to get in shape like that, bro.
There are statistical anomalies. Reed Devin says, I do it to keep Donovan's attraction. The side effect has improved my discipline, diet, and overall health. Goddamn right. Her fitness level right now is better than mine, but that is about to change real quick. Dude, we got a gym in our house, so we're good to go. Okay. Listen, man, I think we're going to leave it there, man. Listen, spectacular show. I think we did very, very well. Guys, subscribe to the Fresh and Fit podcast. Any last words?
No, man. Thank you for having me on. We'll pick this thing back up. When did you want to pick it back up?
Let's do it. What is this? This is the beginning of May. Let's pick this up. Right around the second week of June, like two weeks after the CME, because after the CME, Devin, oh my God. So Jesus Christ. So after the conference, Dev and I are flying out to her brother's wedding. And then I think we're probably just going to take a week off and just, I don't know, go on a cruise, just kind of decompress. So like 2 weeks after, I would say the conference, like right around the end of June, that's probably when we'll pick it back up. So
Cool. Yeah, guys. And Donovan is going to be at the 100K celebration party May 15th here in Miami, guys. So come on out and hang out with us, man. May 15th.
Dude, it is going to be absolutely lit. I'm hanging out. So this is my travel schedule. So right now things are in a little bit of a lull, but if I may be so inclined, so Kevin Samuels, so I'm flying back to Phoenix on Wednesday, the 12th. Okay. Kevin Samuels lands in Phoenix on the 13th. He and I are going to hang out the 13th and the 14th. We're going to be putting together some content. We're going to do a podcast out there. Then after that on the 14th, dude, on the day 15th, Friday or Saturday morning, I'm flying out to Miami to hang out with you guys with the 100K celebration. Then I fly back to Philly. And then I kind of hang out there until the conference. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to fly back here. I don't know. We'll see. But who knows where the hell I'm going to be, man. But I'm going to be all over the place as usual. Red Pill Mike with one last super chat says, most women aren't hitting any kind of stride at 63 because they're usually hitting the Vicodin stumble. I swear to God, dude. RPM cooks these.
Yeah, he does, bro. Even on our late night streams, he'll come in and just start cooking the girls, bro. It's hilarious.
Yo, he's a savage. Yo, Red Bull Mike's a fucking savage, man. Start calling him savage. That's going to do it. Tonight's episode of the 6th, again, season finale, is the game really about women? That should be a very interesting discussion. That starts at 8:30 Eastern, which is roughly 40 minutes from now. This has been the 3rd season of Weights and Dates. Thank you all for tuning in all season. We'll see you when the next season starts.